a Jew. It was because he was a Jew. And do you remember that in verse 1 we are told that Haman was a what? Was an Agagite. What does that mean? It means that Agag was the ancestor of Haman. That is why he was called an Agagite. If you say that you are a Kikuyu, it means that you are a descendant of Gikuyu and Mombi. The same way, Haman was an Agagite because he was the descendant or the child of King Agag. Now, we won't read right now, but if you read in 1 Samuel chapter 15, you discover that this man called Agag lived a long time ago and he was a king. In 1 Samuel 15, we are told that he was the king of the Amalekites. Now, if you go further back in the Bible, all the way to Exodus chapter 17, we read that God had declared that there would be a permanent enmity between the Amalekites and the Jews. And I believe that it is this historical enmity that made Mordecai refuse to bow before or to pay homage to this guy called Haman. You see, Mordecai was a Jew. And remember, we started by saying that the Jews were the people of God in the Old Testament. And as one of the people of God, as a Jew and as a member of the covenant community, Mordecai understood the historical enmity between the Jews and the Amalekites, and he perceived that bowing before an Amalekite would be dishonoring to God because God had already declared that there would be enmity between the Amalekites and the Jews. And because Mordecai was a Jew and Haman was an Amalekite, there was no way Mordecai would bow before Haman without dishonoring God. So you see, Mordecai understood his identity. He knew that he was a Jew